It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very warm welcome back to your Tuesday morning here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Hit it. In a land where we all must survive. If you don't trust anyone, trust yourself. Truth and integrity are the question of the day in the latest blockbuster starring Deon Lotz. It's Cold Harbour. Township cop Sizwe, portrayed by Tony Kgoroge, sets out to investigate a smuggler's turf war in Cape Town and instead discovers police corruption. He must set loyalty aside to act with integrity. Bad Lemon is at the center of the plot of the new local crime flick. In real life, it can easily fetch up to 4,500 Rand a kilo on the local black market. So, the stakes are high, and writer-director Carey McKenzie provides a scintillating glimpse into the world of poaching.
I wanted to do a thriller set in Cape Town. I'm a Cape Townian, and I felt I hadn't seen all the contradictions and difficulties and beauty of the city on screen together. I was very inspired by, just kept seeing things in the press about the Parliament poaching and police involvement and police corruption. And corruption is a big issue, you know, here, and I think it's a global issue. It's not just an issue in South Africa. But I also wanted to do a genre film, you know, like an exciting and entertaining film with a hero that you root for. And I wanted a hero who's sexy, cool, and dangerous, and handsome, and fascinating to watch no matter what he does. So it turned into this noir thriller.
If I crack this, they will recruit me to become a detective, right?
They must. Especially if it's a triad. Don't worry. I won't let them stiff you.
And that is Cold Harbour. Now, Deon Lotz is South Africa's preeminent character actor. He's made quite a name for himself, starting out with being the main character in Oliver Hermanus's Beauty, known as Squinate. He's played a number of key figures in South African history in films like Winnie, opposite Jennifer Hudson and Terrence Howard, as well as Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, opposite Idris Elba and Naomi Harris. Also in Paul Ehlers' Verraaiers. He also starred in Ehlers' Afrikaans hit, Roepman, and then in Barry Badk's Sleeper's Wake. He's here on our couch this morning to talk about his brand new offering, Cold Harbour. Deon, so good to have you here once again.
My fourth time, thank you very much.
Loving it. Can I just say a happy birthday for Sunday?
Thank you very much.
50th birthday. Can we say your age?
50, absolutely.
Wow, 50
proudly
and
50.
Looking incredible.
Well, I try and keep fit.
well, clearly you're not slowing down in terms of work. It's so good to see you and Fana Mokoena and Tony Kgoroge in a movie again.
Fantastic.
I think the last time we saw you was Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, right?
That's right.
When it comes to film roles, do you still have to audition, or do they kind of just get sent to you knowing that Deon is the man for the job?
Well, I've been fortunate. The next 3 films coming up, it's all been offered to me, and which is nice to know. But yeah, you still have to audition.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that guys are coming to Cape Town from Hollywood, and you know, I would love to work with the international guys as well. Mr. Gavin Hood, if you're out there. Yes, you know, I'm
hint,
here.
Hint, nudge,
nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And certainly I'm a big fan of, what's his name coming out now with his movie, you know, one of my star performers. So yeah, I would like to get more involved in that, but I'm fortunate.
You are definitely fortunate. Now, you are also in this film with Tony Kgoroge and Fana Mokoena, who actually were part of the struggle together in the 80s, and they were on the run together. They shared a history together, which I think also helped them in terms of playing these characters. Let's hear what Tony had to say when it came to acting with Fana.
With Fana, we worked in the same movie, but our characters were not coming together. We never played against each other. So this was actually the first movie where me and Fana got to play alongside each other. And we always wanted to do that.
Working with Tony and Fana in particular, you know, we decided early on that they would do all their scenes in Sotho. I don't speak Sotho. So that was kind of a leap of faith of just, you know, I'm looking at the script supervisor and like have they covered the plot points? Like, do we have a scene?
Sure.
Fire.
You must get yourself a fighter, man, eh? Papa must sepa salary ya maponisa.
Yeah. Thenji. Thola mali.
I was never staying the deal of cheese down. You pay the rand, you pay 20 rand. 20 rand.
Now, Tony's character in this movie, his name is Sizwe, and you play his police mentor.
That's right.
I've seen you play the good guy, but I've also seen you play the bad guy, and I think I almost like you playing the bad guy more.
Do you? Oh, wow.
Where do you fall in this movie between good and bad?
Well, good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
I'm good and bad.
So the lines are oftentimes blurred.
Very blurred,
Yeah.
and I think that's why, because I bring his character in, Sizwe Mia, because I think I can control him as the cop, and I'm his boss, and I'm involved behind the scenes. So yeah, from that point of view, he surprises me when it comes to reporting back on this particular issue.
When it comes to bringing yourself to a particular role, how much of yourself do you bring to a role? And when it comes to a script, do you stick to it like 100%, or do you find yourself ad-libbing here and there, kind of making it seem more natural?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you stick to the basic script, but there's a lot. I mean, I don't smoke, but I offered to smoke. This is my third movie that I'm smoking. And, I think just important, a guy at the end of his career as a cop, he's smoking. I mean, there was a guy on set saying, policemen will never smoke at a crime scene. I said, listen, I'm close to retirement. I don't care. So that's the kind of thing that I bring into it. So for me, it's nice to... And, as the director wants you to bring something new into it and make it your own, absolutely.
For someone who's never played a cop, do you have to research the role? Do you have to watch what other cops do? How do you make it seem more authentic?
A lot is in the script itself. A lot is what you bring to the party. And yes, you do. I mean, you've seen enough cops around to see what they do and what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
But I do a bit of research, but certainly as a general. But, the script lends itself to it, gives you a lot of detail and information.
Wonderful. Now, another interesting role is Thomas Gumede, who plays Legama, who is Sizwe's rookie partner, who Fenske enlists to keep an eye on Sizwe and, of course, report back to him. So let's hear a little bit from Thomas.
Sizwe was a good cop, and Specialist was a notorious drug lord. But Sizwe left Specialist and his guys alone, for free, without even being asked. I found out they were comrades. In Sizwe's mind, not busting Specialist was the right thing to do. Loyalty was more important than the law.
Well, the way I play a character called Ligama, and the way Ligama fits into these themes, he's pretty much central to all the themes. I'm not just saying that because I play him. I'm not being biased, like all actors who think the whole movie rests on his shoulders, but he's very central to it. This is because both the good and bad forces manipulate his ambitiousness and his energy for their own purposes. So at the end of the day, without Ligama being there, Deon Lotz's character, Fenske, doesn't really have a way to manipulate and get inside information on Sizwe's character, who's very straightforward. And without Ligama, he doesn't know how to move past all his barriers that he's got, because it's a comrade. He's got loyalties with criminals. So as well, he also can't play 100% on the good side. So a lot of the film rotates and revolves around what do people choose in that moment, not about what's good or bad generally.
They have Perla Moon in the freezer.
So how much did they give you? I mean, how much did they to let it go? How much did they give you?
Yes, son. What makes you think that I'll take a bribe?
No, it's cool. I just assumed that...
You assumed wrong.
Okay.
Cool. 7 a.m. Calgon Square.
Just watching that little snippet, Deon actually could not watch it because he just revealed something to me, that he can't really watch a movie that he's been in before the premiere. Is that true?
I just don't watch things on set because I don't want to influence my performance. But I love the excitement of going to a premiere and seeing the movie for the first time.
Fantastic. And talking about the premiere, this premiered at the Durban International Film
That's
Festival
right.
on Saturday.
On Saturday.
What was the reaction to this movie?
Well, it was very good. I spoke to both Carey and Tony, and they said the people were raving about it, and we'll see what the press says. But yeah, it's a great floor to be on. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, of course, this film opens on Friday.
25th,
Everyone
this Friday.
needs to go and watch it. The
I think
25th
it's
of
important
July.
that people go and support South African films. You know, I mean, Ster-Kiniko or New Metro takes them off after 2 weeks if the box office doesn't do well.
So South Africans need to go and watch
have to go and
this film.
support South African movies, and this is a great movie.
It is.
Not just because of Carey, the director, her first time directing, but you know, Tony, Fana, Thomas. It's a great cast.
Deon, what more can we expect from you in the future? You certainly don't seem like you're slowing down, so I'm sure that
Not
there's
at
a
all.
lot more on the cards
It's
for you.
picking up now. Well, I've got a movie coming out with Samuel L. Jackson, which is Kite in September, and then I've got 3 more films coming up and another TV series.
Wonderful. Well, tell us a little bit more about Kite. What can we expect from that role?
Kite is anime, but with real people in it, based on the anime of Kite, and it was a great film to be involved in. And I saw the trailer, and it looks very hot, and it's very action-packed, and you know, Sam is a different guy, you know, he's kind of cool. And working opposite this guy has been fun. It's been great.
Well, I'm sure we're going to have you back here on Expresso telling us more about Kite, but we're very proud of you. You are flying the flag high for South African film, not only locally but internationally as well. And as a little gift for you, we have a very exclusive cap from us here at Expresso Show.
Thank you very much.
It's also a little birthday present as well.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
There we go. Look how
Thank
amazing.
you, Expresso.
And it matches with what you're wearing.
I mean, geez, it's like the memo.
Goodness.
I didn't get the memo, but it does match.
We couldn't have planned it better if we tried. Deon, thank you so
very
much for
Thanks,
being with us here on Expresso. I love him, but I know Ilana loves him just as much. Over to you, Ilana.